Yeah, he doesn't have the intro video.
Yeah, we don't have an intro, so woo!
Man, we're missing a dude. We're missing our intro, our normal intro.
Okay, well, we can probably turn that thing down so it doesn't...
But 8 o'clock strikes, and the gecko has arrived. I'm fresh on time for the past, I don't know how long now. On time for the podcast, our number one fan.
Yeah, our buddy's here.
Our only fan.
Yeah.
Woo! We love you.
You are living good, too. You've gotten big.
I think he's gotten some snacks recently.
I got one living in my chicken coop, and like a bunch of spiders get in there. That gecko's getting fat. I think it's been loving it.
Oh, you missed the two lizards that were
Getting busy.
Yeah,
They were making new. They were making new lizards.
the one was 3/4 of the size of the other one. And
my spider laid eggs.
Blink if you need help.
I freaked my wife out. I told her they were fertile, and she's like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of baby spiders." And she's like, "But there hasn't been a boy spider." And then I was like, "Yeah, it just happens." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Yep, get ready."
Also.
Oh, hey, we're live.
Yeah,
we are.
but
You
also
You did hit that button, so yeah.
Oh, I wish I could take a picture of what our webcam is propped up. So it's propped up on our speaker that's attached to the wall.
Yeah, we were complete.
And it's one of
very
those right now,
unprepared.
if the wind blows hard enough, we're going down.
Yeah,
We're going down.
yeah.
Propped up. It's literally sitting on top of the sound bar.
Yeah,
like,
so-
it's literally. There's nothing holding it there. It's sitting.
So that's why it's
it's
kind of like quonky.
little-
So if you look at the thing and it looks
And
kind of
we're on the old
fisheye,
HP
yeah.
today.
Yeah, it's hanging on by hopes and dreams.
Yeah, because
Duct tape and baling wire would be a step up from what we have now.
Yep.
there's nothing. It's just sitting raw. It's raw dogging. It's raw dogging the speaker.
Plastic on plastic.
Yeah. So I saw something a few days ago.
I've seen things too.
I've seen a lot of things.
no, this
that
was
with
actually
my eyes
something
didn't
that-
see.
Well, yeah. Given your job description, yeah, I'm sure you've seen things that you would wish you could unsee.
Someone shit in the urinal the other day. And all I could think about was South Park. We had to get the Hardy Boys out there
It's a
to
toilet pot. So
Well, yep.
see who had the massive clue.
So anyway, so there are some pictures there, Dan.
oh, is that time for those?
Yes, that thing.
I'll prop those up. Well, that didn't rotate right. What is
So-
that?
That is a VinFast. The Vietnamese EVs that the automotive blogs have been talking about for like the past year.
And they're sold at an Audi dealership?
This particular one was attached to an Audi dealership.
Now, is
Whose
it-
Mustang is that?
Hold on. Is it new or used?
No, that's brand new.
Okay. Now, is that a couple of them together?
So there was 4 of them out on the front, and then there were 2 of them in the showroom that were all opened up for anybody to crawl into and take a look. And so I wasn't able to drive one.
I was going to say, like, when you said about that, I'm like, I don't even know what the heck you're talking
So
about.
anyway,
dude,
like I
dude.
said, 55 grand, almost 56 grand for that thing. So they're from Vietnam. When they first came out, they got hammered in the automotive press for buggy software and things like that.
Still was a Tesla.
Worse than Tesla. I mean, no, worse and better, if that makes any sense.
So it was the software that was worse.
Yeah,
Build
so-
quality was better.
I will say this: looking at those things and actually getting hands-on with them, like all of the shut lines, panel gaps, and all of the stuff like that,
Was,
actually really nice.
yeah.
Like the doors and the latches closed. They weren't like 90s Japanese car closing.
It wasn't the thunk.
Didn't have a thunk, but everything was just nice and click.
Yeah.
Everything it clicked nice.
And felt like you could grab it even without opening
Yeah.
it, like shake it.
But
and
Yeah.
it looks like
it
it's
looks
very-
well put
it looks
together.
like an original concept design.
Well, I mean, it's got
I
heavy.
mean, it's got, but it's not like you can pinpoint headlights and panels
Yeah,
and other
they're-
things. Like it's
no. This is their own car. So
It's not bad.
I
looking.
mean, to me, styling wise, it had some heavy Korean influence,
Yeah.
it reminds me
aka
of the new
Hyundai
the
Kia,
new EV Buicks.
like Hyundai and Kia,
Yeah.
but with just enough styling thievery to have a little bit of a Chinese influence on
We
it.
got
But
a
these
tab-
are all
we
made
got a tablet glued to the dashboard.
tablet glued dashboard. But
yeah,
I will
but
say
even
this:
with the tablet glued to the dashboard, that looked a very well put, and we're doing this again.
It wasn't, like I said, the tablet placement wasn't obnoxious.
No,
And it
look-
didn't look like it was just bloop plop there. Like it looked like it was kind of integrated into the. There
So-
was some dash
And,
integration.
yep, and like I said, what did it have on it? Oh yeah, it had Yokohama Advan tires. Like that's what they come with.
So it didn't have any longs.
Didn't have longs. And like I said, the build quality was really nice. The paint, not perfect, but I've seen F-150s and Mustangs that had
Yeah.
paint come up worse than that. And the materials on the interior and the overall fit and finish of everything inside was actually quite nice.
it looks soft.
Like, I mean-
it looks like soft touch items.
Yeah, it
And-
doesn't look like hard, like 90s hard plastic.
No, it's not
everywhere.
90s hard plastic. It's a lot of soft touch surfaces. I don't know if it's worth 56 grand. I know that the like other EVs right now, the depreciation hit is going to be
Yeah.
massive.
Did you catch
mean,
any
not-
like range
I mean-
specs on it or anything by chance?
It was like 400 something horsepower, and I think there are different ranges depending on which battery you're getting.
Okay.
The one I looked at, the VF8, it was a dual motor, and like I said, it was like 400 horsepower and 400 plus foot-pounds of
Okay.
torque. So it was enough that if you stomped the accelerator pedal, it'd move you.
Yeah.
Like I said, the gentleman that I was speaking with, he said that there has been lots of software revisions, and he was well aware of all the bad press that these things have been
And-
getting.
but
Like he
that's-
wasn't trying to like hard press or like,
That's one of the things that gotta give electric cars is the fact of if there's, software, even hardware issues and all that, you can just boom, it's
if it's fixable with a software update, it can be done.
yeah,
and
you
that's
can
fine.
literally
Are you
just
saying though
update.
you talked to a salesman who gave you genuine advice?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Wow.
That is wonderful.
and he was
I would report that.
he
Because
was
even at a Tesla dealerships, they're just like, you want to buy this? No? Okay, bye.
I mean, and like I said, he knew he wasn't making a sale that day. But like I said, as I pulled up and went out and took the pictures,
But the
and-
guy didn't ignore you. He was
No, and then I
polite
went.
to give you
I saw there was a
information.
couple inside, so I went to walk in, and like I said, he came out, and he's like, and I told him flat out, I said, I literally was driving by and saw these. I've been reading about it for a year. I had to stop and look. He's like, yeah, come on and take a look at these two that we have opened up, and totally cool,
Huh.
totally laid back. But it was,
also,
and he was
props
also
to-
a car guy.
Props to the salesperson for that, because most of them would just be like, oh, okay, whatever, and then
And
just
ignore
go and-
you and let
Yeah.
you be.
But like I said,
I kind of
It
like
looks good.
It looks like a,
I mean,
a
it-
You like the look of them.
modern
looked-
SUV.
it looks like a generic SUV.
But
mean,
I gotta give this seats. The seats look like they have decent bolstering on them, like side bolstering.
yeah, the adjustments on them felt fine. Like I
yeah.
said, the materials quality felt fine. They didn't feel like super hard Toyota seats. Like I said,
And
it
also
was
give
just
props that it's not just full leather. And that
You know,
they
and-
look like very nice cloth slash.
and if the opportunity arose to have driven, I absolutely would have
Yeah.
taken time out of my day to drive one because kind of the whole
Yeah.
ethos. We're going to talk shit.
Fast.
So, but here's the thing. I did wisecrack to the guy. I'm like, said, the one thing nice about being in this country is I can absolutely shit talk one of these and not go to jail for it.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No.
It was either an owner or an owner / auto blogger in Vietnam got arrested for speaking ill of that thing. Because apparently it's against the national interest or some horse shit
Yeah.
to speak ill of their industries or their major companies. So,
Against-
yay,
I can see that.
yay
Against
First
national
Amendment.
interests.
But
it's-
like I said, all things being equal, if the opportunity arose to have driven it, I absolutely would have driven
I
it.
would have
And
too. It's not a bad looking car.
like I said,
But
just
what-
one of those weird things to experience. And it's one of those things that we've been reading about in the automotive blogs for a little over a year now. And I had no idea that there was a dealership in Florida, much less.
I didn't know they were like going with like the Audi dealerships.
Well, I think the Audi dealership just decided to pick them up to see what would happen.
Okay, because like that was like I didn't.
They're not.
know
No,
that
they're,
they were like.
they're not part of Audi or anything like that.
was
They're
just-
VinFast.
Okay, so
But I
it was
guess
just
it's-
that dealership just.
It's kind of like Crystal now Jenkins has a bunch of different dealerships, but it's all part of one dealer
yeah.
group.
Okay.
So
Okay,
like I said, no, they're
that
not
makes sense,
connected
that
to.
makes
They're not
sense.
connected to Audi in any way.
That makes sense, because that was the thing when I saw it. I'm like, what
like I
is
said,
being sold at an
it
Audi
just
dealership?
happened to be an Audi dealership that also had the small VinFast store.
Okay, that
And-
makes sense. That makes
But
sense.
yeah, like I said, so kind of like the F-150 Lightning and the Tesla, if you're going to talk shit about them, you should look into them and drive them if possible.
Mhm.
So
I would love to drive one. I would love to feel everything. See how.
yeah, like I
see how
said, I mean,
everything is.
so it was like I said. The biggest thing to me was as I was driving by, I just happened to glance at the sign. I was like, "No effing way! Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
Went down, turned around, busted a U-turn, went back, and pulled right in. So, like I said, so for car nerds and car geeks, I guess it did the job and got my attention.
I've seen multiple new Hummers.
Oh yeah.
I have yet to see one of those.
I like them.
Seen two of them.
I do
I've
like
seen
them.
the
I like
trucklet,
them.
and I've seen the SUV.
SUV. I like them more than the Cybertruck. And I mean,
Well,
They-
it looks
I
like
think-
a regular vehicle.
yeah,
so
it looks like a regular vehicle, and then also like
I don't like the
freaking,
price.
what is it, like 1,200 pound feet of torque? Like
I love the advertisement.
yeah, but the thing also weighs like 9,000
well, yeah, like
pounds.
I saw the Clueless video of the whole thing, but like still.
Oh, it miles beyond what a Cybertruck is. I mean,
yeah,
both
rather-
in
rather
both
have
in
the Hummer.
overall styling and fit finish materials quality. Oh, speaking of Cybertruck, I did see. Did you see the one? Was it the Drive, or was it Autopian? They showed where somebody had taken their Cybertruck and then spent $4,200 and did a stainless steel wrap on their Cybertruck. Because the stainless steel on the Cybertruck is so shitty, they'd rather have the wrap and have it look clean.
I don't remember if we talked about it or not before, but amongst my car spots, I spotted a Probe, a first gen.
The red one, the old lady driving it, the turbo.
Yeah, I did talk about
Yeah.
that. Okay, so
We got a video of that on our TikTok. Go to
Yes.
Pints, Pistons, Pistol on TikTok.
I had at the concert we went to in Orlando an Audi R8 parked next to us, a new one, like new
V8 or V10?
V10, bagged.
Oh,
Yeah, just on the ground. And then on our way home, actually, sorry, no, also on our way there, I can't remember if I'm going to pronounce the model name right or get it right, but the new Lotus. Is it the Avira?
The electric one,
No.
oh, the Evora.
Avora.
Evora.
The bigger one.
Yeah.
The
The
it looks
Camry?
like the one with the Camry. Camry motor.
Camry or Accord?
A Camry motor. Because the regular Elises had a Corolla motor.
Celica GTS.
Well,
Celica
yeah.
GT, Celica GTS.
the Avora has the B6
Yeah.
Camry
No,
motor.
hold on, it's not Avira.
It's Avora. EV.
ORA.
Yeah.
Amira.
Oh,
Amira, that's what it was. The Lotus Amira.
Ooh, I have not
that's
seen
the
one of those.
electric one.
No, it's not.
I have not seen one of those. No,
Yeah.
there's.
It's new
No,
Lotus electric SUV they have.
Here, let me do.
Which is funny because, British and electrics.
Yeah.
Hope you like your beer warm.
So I did see a Polestar sedan the other day.
Good.
Kind of a little chunky, but
Yeah, but they look good.
Oh, there's the second one.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
they've been
Lotus,
trying to-
the Lotus Amira,
Ah.
3.5 liter V6, 400 horsepower.
Oh yeah, it's a Camry motor with a supercharger.
Yes. So yeah, I saw one of those, and the guy was driving very modestly, and we went past him, and I like kind of looked at it, and I was like, "Holy crap, that's a new Lotus Amira." And Paige winged over and looked, and then the guy like sped up and smiled and gave us a thumbs up, like noticed us looking. I was like, "That's cool." And then on the way back, I see this car flying up behind us, and it started slowing down, and it was a good 2-3 car lengths behind us, and I hear what I know to my heart and soul is a flat 6 rumble. And I'm like, what is this car? So I just started slowing down, and it was at least new era. I don't know what the year range is now, maybe 22 and up, but 911 GT3 RS,
Ooh.
yellow, with
Ooh.
funny graphics,
Ooh.
and loud, and
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, those things are what, like 540 horsepower or something like that? 500 plus
And
horsepower,
like close
naturally
to
aspirated.
400 grand.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's a bargain. I'll have two.
That was I was like, that's a really nice car.
Before I go get our first beer, see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I guess worse. I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
it's-
say it. You can't say it.
Yeah,
you,
but it's not a-
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, at least not affecting us here.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I saw a
I
link
don't-
on the way here. I saw a Lincoln Mark 7,
Oh.
white one.
A white one.
Was it the one that had the Marshalls on it?
I didn't get a good front end. It was pulled. I was
On 46?
Yeah, it was. He was pulling off of Croft as I was turning on the Croft.
Marshalls hanging there.
Yeah, all of them did.
I don't know, but I have some in there, and I really thought about stepping
Little midnight shopping.
Well, no, stepping in front of me. So, now my leg.
You said you hit me with your car. I'll take Marshalls and not file a claim against you.
I don't know. The Marshalls might turn out to be more expensive than the claim.
No.
Those things have gotten ridiculous. Yeah, those, and they don't have the, obviously, the lens doesn't have the cat mold in, but the Cibier Type 65 airport lamp is pretty much the same light. Like, you can use, if you can find the less expensive Type 65s, you can use those to repair a set of Marshalls.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those were expensive. And if you happen to find some with the yellow lenses, like they put on some Jeeps and some European cars, they get more expensive.
Oh, I got told that I need to let somebody wrap my car too.
Are they offering?
I don't think so. It was in traffic. It was the guy who owns that wrap place there in Crystal River. And he got next to me at the light where Publix is going on the Norville Bryant, and he rolled down his window and he was saying something. And I rolled my window down and he goes, "You need to let me wrap that car so it looks good." And I was like, "Okay, thanks." And he said, "Look me up." And he was pointing down because he's got a Jaguar, what XF maybe wagon.
Okay.
It's got a V8, or no, it's a turbo V6.
Yeah.
But it's a wagon.
I don't know. I've lost the nomenclature.
Same here. But it's wrapped and everything, and I was making me think I'm getting ready to. I
forgot.
buy, the stuff for that.
I forgot who it was. I was telling somebody about my writing on your fender.
Yeah.
And it wasn't somebody that in our normal group or anything like that. And I was telling him, I was like, I said, probably the greatest car mod I've ever done was. And I was describing, they're like, I've seen that car. So yeah, I do believe that is probably the greatest car mod I have ever done or ever will do.
Well, and that's the thing, is I need a new fender, and I think I'm just gonna get another black fender and then have you do it again to it. But I need a bumper, I need the fender, I need a headlight. What is that?
I don't know. We haven't had it, so. And also, it was on sale. 6-pack was only $5 at AT.
Can't even argue with that. 11.2 fluid ounces U.S.
A true Kolsch from Cologne. What does that mean?
Well,
what
Cologne,
the hell is a Kolsch?
It's a style of beer. We've had them before.
Oh, this is French. This is French Canadian.
From Canada.
It's yours. It's your people. It's your Quebecoians.
I know. So I
This has
decided
got your
to go
heritage written into it.
I decided to go with this versus Brian's because I looked at the instructions on yours and I'm like, yeah, no, that's going to take a minute to do. Because did you realize yours has pouring instructions?
I did not.
It has pouring instructions on it.
So it's not. It's not Left Hand's Nitro Milk Stout.
No, it is you got to do a couple steps to pour yours.
But this is so what you're saying is, it's 2 a.m. in Quebec, and I've been snowmobiling all night, and I'm snowmobiling on the way home, and I stopped at whatever the Quick Mart is, and I'm grabbing a tall boy.
And Bret Hart's theme music comes on.
No. You guys have got this wrong, and you, as part of your heritage, should know this. If this comes from Quebec, because we're here speaking English, as soon as we open this and pour it in the glass, it's going to get immediately violent and turn into an asshole towards us.
See, my family wasn't from Quebec. We were just...
I poured too hard.
We were just French-Canadian speaking, but not from them.
Too hard.
Trust us.
You gotta pour it soft.
That sounds horrible. Sorry, guys.
You gotta pour it soft.
Yeah.
Too hard.
Also, hi, Mike.
There he is.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a smell to it.
It's got a head to it.
Yeah, I poured too hard.
No, I poured very easily, and it.
Yeah, I still got a bit of a head on there, and I was being careful.
It's got.
You know what?
So to be honest, I was looking at our list, and the list didn't load past 125 because where I was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't see it. Spring's like, aren't we
Yeah,
at like
so,
140 something? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I know past 125 we have not had this, so we're
No.
good. We're good.
Chris had to stay home to take care of some family tonight, so he is not here.
Yeah, Shelby was sick.
Shelby's not feeling well, so
Give that a sniff.
Oh, actually has
I don't
smell
know.
to it.
I don't know what it is, but it smells.
It has a smell to it for being light.
I mean, it's kind of got the Kolschy thing going on.
What is it called? Well, you sound like you're a knowledge man.
We've had Kolsch's before.
Many.
What is a Kolsch? Like a lager?
I'd have to look it up again. Even I get confused with this shit.
It says
Episode
Cologne, and I'm scared.
140.
So, Norwalk, Connecticut is where this is imported from. It's actually brewed in Germany.
Well, it does say a true Kolsch from Cologne.
Yeah, but it's also Canadian. Like it's one of those that says for Canada. So I'm wondering if this is just randomly a Canadian export that was actually exported from Germany that we have gotten.
I'm interested. I'm really interested.
like how the hell did we get this? Because I've never seen this before. I've
Neither have I.
never seen this before.
I mean, it smells like it's going to be a drinking beer.
And it literally had gone from a 6-pack of it was, I think, 19 something to $5.99.
Well, I mean, it's got a vegan label on it, but beer is vegan.
Yeah, I
They're
was
not using
say,
animal fats in beer. And on my readers, I can't read what that other little symbol is.
there's
But there's no read-in on this at all.
that is the protected geological indication.
I mean, it kind of smells like the inside of a ice skate shoe.
I know, but it's one of those. It's 11.2, which normally
No, it's 11.2 fluid ounces U.S.
Yeah, which normally the Canadian beers are like the Moosehead and all that.
Well,
It's
this is metric.
11.2.
It's Metro.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
but it's 11.2, so it's one of those that obviously it's
So yeah, it's basically
Sunday?
it's like a half liter
Yeah.
or something like that.
Cheers, gentlemen. Cilantro.
Cheers.
Let's see what happens.
Salud. Kanpai.
Salud. Kanpai.
okay. That tastes really good. There's you don't expect that flavor there. There is actual flavor there.
It tastes like a Kolsch with body, and like I said, we've had Kolsch's before.
Yeah, now that you mention it, we have.
But
I mean,
it's
I think one of the ones
those-
we
looking at it and smelling it, you don't expect that flavor coming from it.
It's not plain.
No,
No.
that's actually like it's crisp.
It is,
It's not dry.
but it's got that.
And now
Got
that
that
you mention it, I
meat.
remember the Kolsch's we've had have been very dry
Mhm.
before.
Except for I think we did have one that was a guava.
Yeah,
No, that was a guava ghost that we had.
This
I
is
don't
good.
know if we had a guava Kolsch. I did see one when I was getting the beer that I got.
no, I like this a lot. So
It's
yeah,
pretty good.
$5.99 for a 6-pack.
I like that.
This actually would have been good a month and a half ago when it was,
Sweltering hot.
yeah, when it was, swim through the atmosphere and boil in it.
So there was one I was going to get an Oktoberfest from a actual German one that we have not had. But as soon as I found out Chris wasn't coming, I didn't get it because I know how much Chris likes Oktoberfest just like me.
Like I said, Publix has got a few of them out there, and
This is so. Remember how we had that really German one?
Yeah.
This one is like Strout or something like that.
So it wasn't the Weston-Feimer
No,
that we
well,
had?
they had that one out too, which is amazing. That's one that you don't even cool. Like you just leave on the counter and you
Yeah.
drink it. You drink it at room temperature, and it's
either actually cold or room temperature. Actually, it's for me the sweet spot on that one for
It's-
beers like that
when
is
it's
start
still-
out cold,
and then
and then as it warms up as you go, it
Yeah.
just changes. It gets nice.
But yeah, no, this was a totally different brand. So next episode, if I can still find out.
Hello,
one-
gentlemen from Marsha. Pinkman.
Oh, that's my mom. Hi,
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
But yeah, no,
Gentlemen. That's funny.
Yeah. But no, I'll try to get that one again especially if I find it, because I was looking at it, I'm like, ooh, that one looks good, but I was like, oh man, Chris is gonna be here, and I'm like, eh. And,
So do you want to just do that next episode? Go for an Oktoberfest?
oh, I'm
Send me the
100%.
name of it so I don't get it, and I'll look for one.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 100% going. That like we're in the point now
Like I said, I've been
from now
seeing,
until December.
yeah, like I said,
Let's
I've been
go.
seeing them, and it's like, I
Oh,
think it's still just a little too early to jump on
Well,
one.
it
But
doesn't matter. I see Oktoberfest, I get it. Like that is my favorite beer. I can't wait till I get another mini keg.
so
beer.
beer frog trip.
I'm going to my sister's house Sunday, so I might stop Sunday and see. Because I mean, it was what, like $35 for that mini keg.
For that much beer. That was, and for that much good beer.
Yeah. So well, Dave
That was a
didn't go with
bargain.
us when we went there, and we were figuring out. Like we got the mini keg. I think it ended up being.
I think it was only like $30.
Yeah, well, no, it was $35, but we were trying to figure out exactly how many 12-ounce beers. I think it was like a 28, like it was like 28 regular 12-ounce.
Yeah,
beers.
like you could fill this thing 28 times.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a 16-ounce glass, but just a regular can.
But, yeah, you
But
could,
it was $35 for really, really good German Oktoberfest.
A proper,
yeah,
a
it wasn't
margin.
even Oktoberfest. It was proper with a beautiful.
The can art, yeah, the artwork
can
on it was amazing. Like the whole thing.
Well, you remember it, the one that I had in the fridge.
do.
And all, but yeah, it was $35. Like it's one of those.
So
Oh yeah.
next car show at Napa. All right,
Oh dang, yeah.
May 10, 2025. All right.
No,
Who's
we
working
good.
with you on that one?
I think Mike's been the one heading the whole entire thing.
Okay, that's cool. Sweet. Yeah, keep us posted on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that mini keg was
Oh,
awesome.
that mini cake was
I still
amazing.
need to put my turbo manifold on.
I know you need to do that.
Slacker.
Well, I need to do my caliper now too. So
It's okay. I need to do a $4 part in the other 86.
Yeah.
It's just been too dang hot.
It has been. I've been needing to do brakes on mine.
Yeah.
There's stuff I want to do to mine, but it's just been so hot. I've just not been in the mood.
Mm.
There's many times where I've just kind of like just open up the door to go outside and like, nah.
It's one of those. I know the
the whole-
28th is the show, and trust me, I want to bring the 86 there, but I'm like, do I really want to, even in the garage, do I want to sit there and try to work on it? Like,
well, that's my problem. The whole not having a garage thing
Yeah.
for me is like, I have a nice big pop-up tent that'll cover my whole car and space for me to work on it, but that's not the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
but, well, no, it actually is
It
kind of
helps.
better because
You get
you got the
breeze.
shade and then you got actual breeze. In the garage, I don't have a breeze.
Well, I was thinking that last place that we were at, I'd take my car all the way inside and then shut the door and open the door like
Well,
to the garage from the
yeah.
house and air condition the
Well,
garage.
and that's
basically.
where I've come up with, like, I've been wanting to put a little
Window unit in
window
there.
unit in the garage because, like, I know it's not gonna cool it down to 70 degrees or whatnot, but just having that
You'd be
close in it-
surprised if you put a window unit in there with everything shut. You'd be able to get
But-
it, like whatever
But, and
temperature
that's
you
my
want.
thing
to be
is
honest.
just being able to have at least there's a coolness
Right.
coming into
Still lit
it.
up from their last fall. That was a while ago they went through.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That
they
must be-
usually come by lit up like that.
But I mean, for as long as they were gone, that must
Yeah.
have actually been something.
But yeah, no.
Oh yeah. Not today, fuckers.
I saw one on the way here.
Yeah, you saw them go by.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a while since they went by. It must have been a pretty big one.
Anyway, yeah, no, I want to bring the box out to the show. Having issues with vacuum leaks.
I'm not surprised.
And, yeah, big of things. So I might have to tape some stuff up.
You smoke test it?
No, oh no, I can hear it when I can put my thumb over it and it stops. It's right up the
Electrical
tree.
tape.
Yeah, I might just rock the whole fucking tree up with that. And then there's still that damn exhaust leak that is somewhere. And it's not a lifter tick. It is a full on. Like,
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
heard it.
Yeah.
It's not a lifter tick. It is. There's an
exhaust leak.
exhaust leak somewhere that we can't. Is it at the like from the head to the header? Maybe. Is it at the header to the H pipe? Maybe.
Mage pipe to mid pipe?
Maybe. Tighten up all of them. It goes away, then it comes back. Where the fuck is it? Don't know where it's at. It's somewhere.
Time for aftermarket headers.
They are. They're BBK.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the BBK off-road H pipe too.
Yeah, with the nice,
Loctite.
with the nice header flange and the whole 9 yards.
Loctite.
It's just, yeah. But it's one of those, because my biggest concern was that it was lifter tick, but it is.
It's
And
exhausting.
you've heard it too.
It's
It's not
exhausting.
lifter tick, but that was my big. But as soon as I heard it the first time, I'm like, no. I got 200,000 miles on this thing. No.
Well done, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. This
Well
is good. Like,
$5.99.
yeah, like I said, even in hot weather, like
My 24 pack of
Anytime.
Yingling was 26.
I was gonna say, anytime you're paying less than $1 a beer, it's a win.
Yeah.
not always.
Daddies.
Steel Reserve.
So our friend Robbie sent me a thing. It was like, oh, Mike, hey. And she saw the 90 Daddies in the cooler. She's like, yeah, because you like that. I'm like, I'm not homeless. And I'm not a hobo. I'm like, that is 9% hobo piss. I'm like, no. And it's literally that with Steel Reserve. I'm like,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, I like shitty beer. Like, trust me, I will drink my Natty Light and that.
That's just
But
not shit.
yeah,
beer.
It's
Natty
well,
Light,
no,
Busch
it
Light,
is,
water.
but it's not.
Bush lattes, we're all fine with that. But nah.
When I'm going quantity over quality, yes. But if you ever see me with a Natty Ice, a Natty Daddy, at that point, please check me into rehab. Take it out of my hand, check me into rehab, because no.
Nah, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna sit back and just let that play out for the
No.
entertainment value.
No.
Agreed.
No. Because you saw what happened last time I had one. I took a sip and threw it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said,
Nope.
that problem sorted itself out.
It
So
It did.
we will just stand back and
It
just
was-
let the scene play out
it was
because
a
it's way more entertaining for
self-correcting.
us.
It was a self-correcting problem.
Yes. No ID10T form needed.
No. Speaking of forms needed, what about bankruptcy?
Ooh, yeah.
I've never had to file one, but Hoonigan has.
I was gonna say me either, but there's been many companies that happen recently.
Somehow a YouTube channel ended up with $1.2 billion in debt.
With a B.
Billion
B.
dollars.
Billion! Like Dr. Evil, billion!
How?
Private equity, that's how it did.
Because the private equity bought it, and that private equity
They
owns
bought the one
20
company
other fucking things.
and then they took the Hoonigan brand and then put the Hoonigan brand onto the main company. And then that main company was
Went out.
borrowing money and leveraging everything to
From
buy a whole
other
bunch
stuff.
of other companies, including Morimoto Lighting and all kinds of other companies.
American Racing,
There's some
Black Dog,
4x4, all kinds of companies that are getting bought by this.
all those off-road wheels that you see on bro trucks, all of them are owned by Hoonigan.
And then the NBA's doing their thing. Let's cut costs. Let's take creative control from the talent that made it popular in the first place. So the talent left.
all of them.
Hurt, Vin, Zach, all those guys. Man,
Literally, Brian Scotto,
Scotto.
No,
They all.
no wonder everybody's
who is-
leaving.
like him and Ken were the ones that started
Yeah.
Hoonigan. He went bye-bye. There's literally no one there. I mean, we touched on the subject with Donut.
Yeah.
And that. It's there's no
Which
one left.
I find it hilarious with Donut too that ever since the main people left, Donut has been pushing out all of this good previously recorded content
Exactly. Yeah.
that they had with them.
Uh huh.
What's
I
also
realized that.
funny is
Like, why didn't you have this going before, or-
Donut would drop a video, and within a day there'd be like
Yeah,
300,000. There's 300,000 views on it. Now they drop a video, and a week later they're lucky to hit 30.
Yep.
But also too, they're not the only ones.
There's a lot
no,
of companies doing it.
Look at Jalopnik.
Oh yeah.
Look at what Jalopnik just did a week ago on the holiday weekend.
I have-
They were
hold on.
rerunning. What they did is they republished a bunch of like classic Jalopnik articles. It was almost like reading the Autopian because it was all David Tracy, Jason Torchinsky.
I have
Mercedes.
not even gone to Jalopnik's website since Autopian opened up.
Yeah, when
Like-
and unfortunately, I was about to say, July what?
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
like I said,
no,
I still browse. I still browse
I
it
don't.
and just.
I don't.
I still browse it just to see what they're doing.
I do too every now and again.
But
There's
like I
nothing-
said, when
nothing
they
ever new.
over the
It's
holiday,
repeats of
yeah,
old
like I said,
articles.
on the holiday, on Labor Day, they posted a whole bunch of like Jalopnik classic articles, and they were all Aaron Marquis, David Tracy,
Mercedes.
Mercedes, Steph, Torch, all of those guys. That's what they were posting here. Basically, it was like
every
they turned into
morning,
Autopian.
And at about 8 o'clock, I take my break and and I check the weather. Go 3, 4, 4, 5, 2 weather. Check Google, see what it's gonna be like. Okay.
Florida, hot and rainy.
Yeah. Then I go to the school board's website, check the auction, see what's on there. Then I go to Google News, local. Okay. Autopian. Sit there and read it. For the 20 minutes that I sit there and read it, I'm like, okay. Yeah, no, I don't. I used to go to Jalopnik.
Like I said, I still check them out just to see if they post anything.
I drive also, but no, it's I just go to Autopian.
Yeah, like I said, still part of me still checks out the drive just to see if they're posting anything. Just like I said, mostly it's like post, scan, maybe find one thing that I'll actually read and just move on.
Yeah. No,
But yeah, definitely like I said with Tracy and Torch, and like I said, those two main as far as the writer side of it, and then with Bo Bachman being like the financial muscle behind it. No, they're doing.
And then the Bishop. Who do we even know who he is? Who that is?
Bo Bachman?
No, the Bishop.
I'm not sure who Bishop is.
I don't think anybody knows who Bishop is, but Bishop comes up with really good car designs and stuff. Like, I'm wondering, like, is that Torch like under a thing or like?
I don't think Torch has that in him.
I don't know who it is, but
the reason why I say that is because
do you know the Bishop?
They don't.
Who we're talking about? So
because when his designs, the taillights aren't crazy enough.
Oh, true. But did you see the new one that the Bishop put out about Jason Sand? No, not Jason Sand. The country that would be Torch's country, that the flag is literally taillights.
Yeah.
All about the bumpers, the bumper thing that he was talking about, which is a really good thing, how modern cars don't have fucking bumpers anymore, and you're instantly hitting into tailgates, causing a little 2-mile-per-hour bump is costing you thousands of dollars worth of damage. Because you don't have a bumper anymore.
Yeah, you're not just smoking you're not smoking a plastic cover over an impact bar.
You are literally hitting the
way
tailgate
it's all shaped. By the time you start to compact the bumper cover, you're smashing the lift gate.
Yeah.
Which has all these sensors, these cameras, all that stuff.
I see it all the time, man.
Hell, the F1.
You have to order the parts for
I
them.
was gonna say I order body parts all the time.
With the blind spot monitoring in it is $2,000 for a damn taillight assembly.
Yeah, not yesterday, but the day before, we had one. They got hit by a lifted truck. And it didn't damage the rear bumper at all, but hit the tailgate in itself.
Oh, yeah. And
pulled the bumper into it, including the rear body panel and all that. And it pulled everything up. The tailgate alone, $1,800.
Mm-hmm.
But that's for a bare shell of a tailgate.
Literally.
And that's the thing.
The
Tesla one was
$2,200
for a bare shell of that. Then you had all the sensors. The glass,
you
were $8,000 in, and that's why people don't understand when you get into
plastic
little
black trims that go around the wheels.
Yeah.
Okay, so the new Kia Sportages on the front wheels, the little tiny plastic trims.
Yeah.
How much do you think that is? Yes, go.
$1,800.
Huh?
$650.
$1,800 for all four. $1,800.
No. For
one. $1,800.
$650.
$800 to $900.
Yeah.
Damn.
For one, and it's a piece literally.
There you go. Ton.
Plastic.
It's then.
Plastic.
And it literally clipped in place.
Yes.
That tracks.
Yeah. But people wonder why I get into a little fender bender, literally under 10 miles per hour, parking lot just a little tunk tunk. And you see the dashcam videos, it's like, oh yeah, car's totaled, and people are like, what the fuck? You don't realize you just hit 18 sensors. Those sensors cost $500 a piece. You just did this. Car's only worth $30,000. Yeah, okay, you just did $12,000 worth of damage, including sensors. Car's totaled.
And if an airbag goes off, Oh, what's the
And
because
that's the thing. My assistant principal's daughter just got into an accident, and that she has a newer Malibu, and that Hood got crushed.
we understand that the front is lifted more than the back.
Hood
We
got
know.
crushed in.
Sorry about your penis, bro.
Bumper cover. I know exactly what it is, and yeah. So anyway, Hood got crushed in. Bumper cover got broken. Bumper support okay. Washer fluid, headlight, all that okay. Fender dented. And that.
That's
No headlights. No no airbags, anything like that.
still a 5 to 9K ticket.
And they're like,
easily.
oh well, I'm like, well, it's that. I'm like, airbags go off. She's like, no. I'm like, well, that's really good. She's like, well, shouldn't they have gone off? Like, she got into. I'm like, no. If
No.
the airbags would have gone off, I'm like, you would have, like, car would have been gone. Like,
It
done.
burns the modules. You can't reprogram the modules
But
after an accident.
yeah, but not even that. Like, and that's the thing. Like, that adds thousands onto the
Yeah, you don't
accident
reprogram
thing.
those modules.
you
You,
can't.
replace them.
You
You replace.
You gotta replace. And so it's one of those. At that point, you got, you know, hey, my car's worth $25,000. Well, yeah, with all these modules,
If the repair
airbag.
pretty much if the repair cost hits 75% of the car's value, it's cooked.
Well,
Yep.
no, at this point, I think even 50%.
Sometimes I know they were totaling cars with very little damage during COVID because they just couldn't get the parts.
Yeah.
For it.
No,
But
it's-
that's the thing.
it's-
Like, and
it's
she's like, how do you?
75%.
Well, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be. And it turned out it wasn't totaled because, and the adjuster said, if your airbags would have gone off, the car would have been totaled. Even though there's
Well,
there's
and-
no frame, like no
and that's-
structural damage,
that's
it's
why-
literally just a fender, hood, and
Also,
bumper cover.
but
Body
also-
shops maintain a very low labor rate
Mhm.
because of
Well,
that very
it went
reason.
to the
Yeah.
one at right there by Publix. in
Well, like,
Richard.
yeah, but like,
You know
what
which one
I'm
talking
saying
about.
is like,
Yeah.
I have to name it,
let,
but-
let's say your average like dealer labor rate for mechanical labor is $150 an hour. Your body labor rate at the same shop in the same area,
It's like 75.
correct. And that's kind of
Yeah.
why they do that, because they can stretch things out so
Yeah.
far and everything, and the margin for pay
And the
is
body,
higher
and like
too,
that,
as
the
well.
body shop techs aren't making that much less than the drivetrain
Yeah.
techs
No,
or the regular shop techs.
they're not, but it's
But
just
it's
the volume that those type of shops, like that shop,
They
Joe
make-
Hudson
yeah, like I
Collision,
yeah,
that
yeah,
they take
that,
in.
that's what it was. That
Yeah,
was
the
what it was.
volume outweighs
Yeah.
the margin of pay there.
yeah. So the body shop's margin is less, but they're doing so many more cars.
Yep.
They're just ringing them things in and out.
Well, and that's
so-
the thing is, like, some of these cars too, and like I said, like I'm brand restricted, obviously, for what I
Yeah.
order, but I know because I've been
But
doing
by the
this for a
same
long
token,
time.
you have ordered stuff for other manufacturers.
I
and
have
you see this
a
price.
lot. And sometimes, like, the back bumper of a car, it's got the backup sensors. They're controlled by modules.
Exactly, and
And
that's a lot. It's you're not just going off of your bumper, and it's not even a bumper; it's a bumper cover.
And they mount them in the back.
And people don't
Yeah.
even realize, like,
And when you hit one, they have to be programmed in pairs.
yes,
So
Yeah.
even if the other side is fine,
Right, you
there's
gotta
an $1,800 to $2,500 module. You have to replace it because that one's smushed, and you got to reprogram that one.
but that's the thing that I had to explain to her, because she's like, yeah, the bumper got, and I'm like, that's not the bumper, and she's like, but it's the front. I'm like, that's a bumper cover, and she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, see this thing right?
Cameras,
Yeah, but no,
radar
but I'm like,
sensors,
see this thing right here, because you
harnesses.
could see the actual, like, the bumper
Oh,
structure.
like the impact bar, the
Yeah,
actual metal
I'm like,
bar. Yeah,
That is
that's
technically
the
the bumper.
They
I'm
do
like,
that.
this
and
is the. I'm like,
styrofoam and then bumper cover.
yeah, I'm like this. I'm like, what you're replacing is the bumper cover. I'm like, what got destroyed isn't supposed to actually take an impact. This is supposed to take an impact.
Mhm.
This is supposed to break away, replace. You're supposed to break it away, replace. Yeah, it has a shit ton of sensors in it. You're gonna be paying out the ass for
But
that.
it's meant to
Okay.
do that to keep the occupant safe.
Exactly.
And it works.
And that's
It
the
works.
thing. And she's like, why didn't the airbags go off? And I'm like, see this part right here next to the the bumper support? I'm like, right there. That's the airbag sensor.
Mm-hmm.
If it would have gone a little bit more, all the airbags on her side would have gone off.
Correct.
I'm trying to find the actual price on this because I've seen figures from $5,000 to $5,600 on this, the F-150 taillight fiasco. and it was a YouTube channel called.
Last I saw it was $2,000.
And it was this was
like
was
$2,200.
Well, this was the whole thing.
That
So
doesn't surprise me at all.
this is a YouTube channel
I'm
called
gonna get the other.
Ford Tech Make You
Sounds
Loco.
But that's the one I
And
want.
it's-
Literally, it was.
And it's a guy.
oh,
He's in the
I
Chicagoland
like
area.
that name. Fortec Make It
Their
Loco.
entire shop bill was $5,000.
Yeah, for the diag and the parts and the install and the whole 9 yards. And it was because the tail light got water in it, fried sensors, and took down several other systems inside the truck.
Oh yeah.
And this guy is he's the Ford whisperer. But like I said, so
I've seen moisture get into a backup camera.
yeah, so experienced all sorts of electrical runs as a result, and while it was still a relatively easy fix, the cost of the parts and labor totaled over $5,000
Oh yeah.
for a leaking taillight.
I've seen like somebody came in for
Because progress, I guess? I don't know.
I guess we had somebody come in because their power steering wasn't working.
I understand like the technology that's in the light, like I understand that, but like when an entire fucking assembly, like a tail light assembly,
Oh no.
sensor or not, costs $2,000. Like I can buy a crappy Ford Pro.
Oh, I think this is an unfiltered heap of these, and that's why we've had one of these before.
Okay, so
No, they're so hurry up, Dan, because we're gonna actually
yeah. So
we gotta pour this really
we
quick.
had somebody they had moisture get into their backup camera.
Oh yeah, and boom, there you go, $1,800
They came in saying that their power steering was not working.
because it was detecting something behind them. Right?
No.
Is that what it was doing?
The backup camera circuit was attached to the same module that the steering was attached to, and the backup camera got moisture in it and shorted out the backup camera.
So it got into body control and was freaking out the whole CAN network.
And freaked out the CAN, freaked out the motor-driven power steering module, the backup
it's the
camera,
electronic power
and the
steering.
wiring harness.
Electric power steering.
Yeah.
Not like electric hydraulic,
So
but an electric rack.
The backup camera, which is a module in its own, that was about $900. The wiring harness going from there to the tailgate was all infected. That was another $800. The motor-driven power steering module was $2,800.
For a leaky camera.
Plus the labor to replace all of that.
At $150 per hour. Is
Yep.
that a warranty? Was that warranty or not?
It was warranty.
So
They're
okay,
lucky.
so
They are very.
so
lucky
wait a
with
minute. That wasn't a $150 labor rate. That was about $80 labor rate or something like
No,
that.
the warranty actually pays very well now.
Really?
Warranty
It's
labor.
not half.
No,
'Cause
no.
it used to be half, right?
Like it was bad.
No, and it's well, at least for, like I said, my manufacturer.
Yeah.
For labor they pay like $1.30 or $1.28.
That's
now
way better than I thought it was.
Wait, hold on.
For-
like
An hour.
but-
per hour,
so you get a okay.
per book
So-
hour. For parts, they pay 84% over cost.
Oh,
That-
That's higher than their suggested like the suggested.
so wait a minute.
retail.
So the warranty is paying more than if I, as just a customer, walked into your parts counter and said, "Hey,
Yeah.
I need this."
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So with your dollar whatever that you just said, so
Correct.
how
As a customer, I would pay $150 an hour for your shop rate,
Right.
and warranty's paying $135 an hour.
Something like that.
So that's
yeah.
$15 less.
It's like, yeah. It might
Now-
be a
now-
little more than that.
The only thing I'm
parts
now,
pays higher though. which
now,
is
the,
weird.
now the one
paying
thing I
you-
am curious
paying
about,
you, correct?
what I'm asking,
Right.
what I am curious about is for the tech themselves.
the
the
labor
book
time,
time.
it's less.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
let's say
That's-
you look up doing an oil paint on your car and
So
it's 5 hours, and then
you'll
you
get-
look up in the warranty guide.
And
It's
like
3.5.
Correct.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So back to the real important thing.
Sorry. We were trying to do
It's a
numbers.
really pretty can. I'm excited. No, I can
So-
tell you all about that stuff.
So we have had a beer by this company before, and this is Oviedo Brewing Company over near Orlando, and this is their Oviedo
Which
Zen.
I gotta say,
It has
Sabrina
a
has
Zen
been to their.
rooster.
They are actually in Oviedo Mall.
Yeah,
That I've been to many times.
And so this is their Hefeweizen, and apparently, looking at the pour
you
instructions,
have to pour half of it. Is it a 16-ounce can?
like I said, so I believe it is. And if this pour instructions we have had, this is going to be an unfiltered Hefe.
So you got to pour half of it out.
So this is going to have floaties.
Yep.
So yeah,
I'm excited.
this is an unfiltered, and
We haven't had one in
So-
long.
so
it
you
has
gotta-
been a long time since we've had one.
So the instructions are pour 8 ounces, which is half of the beer, into a glass, gently swirl the remaining, and then add into glass. So we do. Oh God, don't.
It's heady.
I know. I just poured it onto the one controller.
Wait,
that-
gently swirl the glass or the can?
The can.
Oh, the can? Okay,
Yeah.
I need a little more.
It took me 2 months to get this from India. Okay. Well, that's almost half.
Oh yeah, we've. All right.
So I'm gonna have a good head on this, but oh, that's I did a little extra swirly because I got it on the controller. Oh, that looks look, but I know,
Dan,
I understand.
Hey!
I stopped short, but that looks perfect.
Brian, I got it.
ooh,
I know it. Oh, it's hazy. I dump it in and it's like
It's hazy!
yeah. Like I said, this is
Is
an
it a Hefeweizen or an
This-
IPA?
no. This is an unfiltered Hefe, and like I said,
It smells like one.
it's been probably 3 years since we've done one of these.
okay.
Ooh.
I'm
excited. I'm gonna have to stand up.
I'm not gonna do it because I know how much of
I
an
can't go from
I
sitting
know how
to
much of an
drinking,
angle. Don't do it, Dan. No,
not-
we're not going. We're gonna do
No,
an imaginary click.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't cheers this one.
Hold on.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Take
Oh.
Yeah. Sláinte.
Clink.
Cheers. Salute. Kenpai.
Okay. Oh my God,
There's
it's
the
really
coriander.
good. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, it tastes like a pumpkin pie.
Oh.
Oh, the back hit is pumpkin pie. Is it not? Like seriously.
That's the coriander. That's like that. Okay.
So this one has a
Oh,
Look
That's
at
like-
that! It just dumped it
It's like
there.
a coriander hazy IPA
Oh, look
without
at
the
it!
IPA.
Look at it go! Look at it go!
yeah. So this has a little less of the banana that we've had from some of these before,
Yeah.
but the coriander is right up front.
It reminds me of an IPA without the bitter stuff.
So if they made an IPA that didn't suck, it would be like this.
Yeah, I really like this. This is really good.
Okay, yeah, all right. You know what? I have zero regrets for this one.
That's delicious.
Get this.
Thank you, Brian.
I have got to find a way to make our beer list viewable to everybody else, but so it can only be edited by us.
Have a website for that. Not sure. That's delicious, though.
Oh yeah, no, that's just. I just sent it to our friends that are in Oviedo that Sabrina went with to the brewery. I'm like, oh, this one's a good one. This one's a damn good one.
All right, beer list updated.
Good. All right, we're not allowed to go quiet. So
I'm sorry, I'm like basking in the taste. It was
well, I
so
know
good.
that, but we also don't have another beer demand, so we need
That's true.
to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have zero regrets on that one.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I forgot to put up a event this week, so I just did memes from 6 years ago.
This is
So,
the event.
Thank you,
That's
Dan,
it.
for those memes. Now,
Speaking of putting stuff up,
Oh, I saw my mug today for the first time.
yes, you did. You
Mugs.
finally got to visit your mug. I like visiting my mug.
I had, of course, started off with Yingling, which it's no longer $3 for. It's $5 for.
Inflation.
Yeah, inflation definitely hit there a little
And
bit.
then
I mean, I gotta. I mean, to be honest,
I did Shock
Our-
Top
our-
my second one though.
our favorite place, it's not. It's never been an inexpensive place.
Yeah.
But
But it's one of those I could get my 25-ounce mug filled with Yingling for $3, and I'm like, woohoo!
but the quality of the food that comes out of that place is always amazing.
Yeah.
Even though they just
And
they
they
took one of my favorite things off the menu though.
They shrunk the menu a lot.
One, they took the nachos off.
Yeah.
2, they took the antipasta salad off, and because
They also took the capo sandwich off.
I mean that antipasta salad you saw every time I got
Yeah,
it. Like that
huge.
was a
That
that
capo
was a
sandwich,
two-person fucking
Yeah.
salad.
Ever
That
since
thing-
I moved down here, I've been going there a lot.
Yeah, the capo sandwich is an absolute banger. So
Oh, I had to remember what fucking color I was, and because
Yeah.
they're like, what? I'm like, fuck, and I walked in, my glasses were fogged up, so I
I
didn't have
can't-
my glasses
Yeah,
on.
people
I'm
don't
like,
know that struggle.
I'm like, they're
I
like,
can't see.
I was-
I have a mug. I have a mug. They're like, what color is your mug? I'm like,
I don't know. It's on that shelf.
Yeah, I'm
That-
like,
I always say
look next to Brian, like Monoped. Where's Monoped? They're like, I don't know. It was a new person, and I'm like, they're like, I don't know. I'm like, apparently Anna was there like before because Sabrina took the day off. So when Sabrina got there, Anna was there, but Anna was not there when I got there. And they're like, you got a mug? I'm like, yeah. Is Gearhead? What color? I'm like,
I never know the color.
next to Monoped. What color is that? I'm like, I don't know.
I was just
don't
point-
know.
I just
That-
point to the
this
shelf. I'm like-
this area.
I always just point to the shelf. It's like on that shelf, and it's right next to Gearhead's mug.
And I'm like, it's gonna be second shelf next to fucking Monoped, somewhere up there. They're like, I don't see it. I'm like, pull them all off. Like, no, they're somewhere there.
So, just for shits and giggles, so this is what Pine Street has on tap right now. Guinness, obviously, Harp, Smithwick's, Marker 48 Mermaid Milk, 1664 Blanc.
They have the strawberry.
They have Angry Orchard Cider Crisp Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. They got Funky Buddha Floridian
They do.
on tap.
I almost got that one for my second one, but I
That
just
is a
Shock Top.
fantastic one. Duke's Cold Nose Brown
Yeah.
Ale.
They always have that one.
They have South Beach Brewing Strawberry Orange Mimosa Blonde.
That Sabrina had 3 of those.
Those are good.
They're
Shock Top Brewing Belgian Wheat.
I had
Local Cop Brewery Southern Grit.
Sorry.
Brewdog's Punk IPA. Sierra Nevada's Hazy Little Thing.
I love my hazy little thing.
Ooh.
I love
Oh,
hazy
Hazel
little thing.
thing is amazing.
I think we had this one. Lexington Brewing and Distilling's Kentucky Tangerine Cream Ale.
Yeah, we
I
have.
believe we
we
had
have.
that one.
Delicious.
Kona Big Wave.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, it's a big way.
UFO Beer Maine Blueberry Wheat Beer.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't have
Stella,
your-
Miller Lite, and of course Yingling.
But it was always one of those that I could get, like, it was, what do you want? Fill me up with Yingling first. My second beer, I'll decide. Because it was always one of those $3.
Yeah.
I could have 25 ounces of Yingling.
Yeah.
That's what I used to decide what my second one was going to be.
Exactly. But I
Not
mean, you know,
anymore.
like I said, I mean,
Not anymore.
but even $5 for 25 ounces of Hell Yeah Brothers still isn't that bad.
Yeah, well, when for the same price, do $6, I can go to the gas station and get 16 ounces of the same
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
and walk home.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, inflation's hit. But I mean, honestly, I'm surprised it took it this long for
Exactly.
them to start
Exactly.
to kind of raise their prices. So
I know, but it was one of those, like, this was my first time in a long. It's been since like March or April since I've been there, and that.
yeah, every time I've been up there, your mug was looking kind of lonely, feeling a little neglected there.
Like I said, I was almost up yesterday, but we ended up going to Salty Dogs,
Hmm.
and that, which their food is amazing. Like their food really is amazing. I did the 3 mojo pork sliders
Hmm.
with the potato salad, which their potato salad is like the only potato salad I'll eat. Like them and Donnelly's in Spring Hill,
Mhm.
like the old New Jersey fucking deli. Like they do it exactly the same. So like they must be from up north, like New
Hmm.
York, New Jersey somewhere, because it's not like the South. You don't have fucking hard boiled eggs and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like yeah, there's some mayonnaise in there, but it's not
Overly.
it's not all that. Like, there's just enough to like hold some shit together, and then you got all this other shit. You got the fucking onions and all. Like, it's fucking good.
Yeah, I was there once. I forgot what I had, but I do remember that it was decent. I was fairly happy with my
You
meal.
get their hot dog covered in chili with the pretzel bun. It's only $8. It's a fucking quarter-pound fucking hot dog. Fucking great. $9. I got the 3 sliders of the mojo pork with a side of potato salad.
Mhm.
Sabrina got the giant baked potato with Cajun shrimp, cheese, all that. $10.
Yeah, their
Like-
prices are not bad at all.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, well,
The
we
Thursday special was
we
an
popped in-
entire
we-
thing of corned beef with a side of cabbage and
Mm-hmm.
potatoes, $15, and it was not like a.
you're
little
taking
thing.
some home.
It was a big.
Yeah, we
big
went there.
side.
Like I said, last time I was there, it was on a Friday during Friday Thunder,
Well,
so
yeah.
it was absolutely
Packed,
slammed
yeah.
busy. But I mean, even as busy as they were, I props to all the wait staff and the servers for getting everything out
Oh, yeah.
pretty reasonably.
Well, and also it's one of those like they're a full liquor bar.
Yeah.
And all that, but no, everything on their menu like is dang good. It's dang good.
Yeah, one of these days we need to pop back over to 9 States and actually have some of their.
We
dinner.
need to go over to the new Storm Distillery. The one
What's
right
that,
there.
Jeff?
Yeah, there's
No,
or
the
the
one
one in
right
Crystal?
here.
yeah, there's one right here.
The
There's,
new distillery right here.
there's also a new one that opened up in Crystal
I
River.
was going to say, there's
next-
one that just
the-
opened in
the
Crystal River.
the-
one
yeah,
in
it's right next to
Plaza.
Cody's.
The Crystal River is
Used to be the motel
yeah.
next to Cody's.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Manatee one. There's one in Homosassa, but the one right here is Storm Distillery.
Yeah,
It's next to Insight Credit Union.
yeah.
And
Where's that at?
right downtown. Literally right across from Sidebar. Right across from the courthouse. Right there.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Yeah,
But-
so basically, if you've got you've got coaches and stump knockers on the square and all that stuff, you go around the corner and you go
It's
past
right
Salty
there.
Dog,
It's right
you
there.
hit the stop sign,
Okay.
and then you've got
Where
Sidebar
the
and the
cafe
Valerie.
used to be.
Yeah.
Continue on, you've got the courthouse right across the street from the not to the Coke building, but right across the street from
Salty
the
Dogs
courthouse.
was way better than I thought it was going to be. by the
And that's what we
way.
were just
That
talking about.
place
We
was
went
great.
there
Yeah,
last
like I
night.
said, I mean the
We've been
prices
there
are
a couple
reasonable, the
times.
food's good.
Mhm.
Oh, their hot dogs are amazing and all that. Yeah, but
Yeah,
anyway,
I've genuinely enjoyed moving
Yeah.
down here.
well,
Like,
we go off on food tangents every now and then because
anyway,
we'll roof our
let's
guts.
go into our thing and then we'll continue this off camera because I don't think anyone wants to hear about our local shit.
I love this mouse, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, shit, I didn't even look it up.
that's my
I didn't even
twisted
get
mouse.
this up on my phone.
That thing has survived me through so many tornadoes.
He said, "This is my twisted mouse."
I have gone through so many tornadoes with that thing.
Oh shit, dog!
Oh, that's
Where
it.
did you find this?
This was on Cars and Bids.
It was the other thing. Like, that was Gainesville.
What?
No, it was still the picture of the.
Oh, the
trunk.
VinFast.
Yeah, like that's Gainesville. What are you talking about? Oh no,
You know,
no,
I-
that is not an SHO. That is a
No.
SVT Contour. No, Mike was asking.
Yeah.
Those things. So that is actually a Mondeo ST over in Europe. Greatest.
What was it? The ST or ST180 that they call those things? I forgot.
No,
There was like a designation.
That was the ST200.
Yeah, there was like an ST
Because it
plus
was
a
a
number designation.
Cute-
Look at the dash.
Oh,
full
but no,
of-
that was-
Okay, so this car is not perfect, but I don't remember the last time I've seen one of these come up for sale anywhere.
Lowe's parking lot. There's one there.
I've seen, like I said, I've seen one from time
Oh,
to time,
yeah.
but like I don't recall the last time I saw one come up
So
for
my
sale.
uncle bought brand new a regular Contour, and I think up until like 2 years ago they had it like the regular Contour.
Yeah, and
it
like I
was
said,
like-
I
it
can
was
give you so many cool
and like-
fun
and
facts
like I
about
said,
this car.
Like
It's
I
a
said,
Mondeo,
it's
and
a Ford.
it's a-
It's a Europe. It is like the most European
that
thing.
is,
It's
that is
Ford
a
Mondeo.
European full-size car. To us, it's a mid-size car, but the trunk was so fucking big,
First thing,
huge,
Yeah, there was a good amount of dead hooker storage there.
huge.
Yeah, you could probably fit 3 or 4
But
dead hookers in
also,
there.
the 2.5 liter V6 Mazda,
I see one of these every day.
but also Mazda motor.
Yes, I see a black one, and it's manual. I see it every
Well,
Oh, no.
all SVTs are.
All SVTs manual, 5-speed manuals.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
cool.
all
That's even
SVTs
better.
are 5-speed
So
manuals.
yeah,
Let me guess,
I see one.
He's going to Lowe's because
see-
the one
Is
that
he?
I see at Lowe's all the time
Is black.
is black.
I see it
Okay.
every day. So
Non-tinted windows.
Obviously, this car is not perfect. There's some paint scrapes, and there's some chips, and there's some things going on, and as you can see, there's some surface rust. So this is not a perfect car.
and
Dang,
basically what happened was
non-tinted windows.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
you like I said again, look at the subframe and everything.
there's some corrosion.
Like I said, this is not a, and you can see the pinch welds there and things like that.
Yeah, but that's what you expect for.
So,
like I said,
what is this? A 1998?
2000.
When
Oh,
they did this
okay.
car, Ford took Mazda's K Series V6 that they had in the Probe. We had the MX6 and everything, and
Side note, that generation Probe GT and MX6 GT were fantastic looking
there's
vehicles.
one on Bring a Trailer right
Well,
now.
also
Probe
they
with
were
80,000
supposed to
miles
be.
on it,
Tempting.
with a 5-speed manual.
They were
with
supposed to be
tail.
the Mustangs, but yeah,
So,
no.
but
that-
yeah,
oh,
so they took the K Series Mazda engine, and at the time, the Duratec cam
Yep.
profiling and VVT and everything was in style and popular.
Which
and they took-
Duratec was a really good motor.
They
It
were,
was dang
and they
good.
took those and they did that.
And
And
say the Duratec was what you found in the Focus. And
these cars could,
Amazing.
from factory, rev to 7,500
no,
RPM?
eight.
Almost 8,000
Yeah,
or
those things,
8,000.
those things would turn $8,000. Like you could.
I think
you
it
could-
was 8.1,
And-
8.2.
They sounded,
Amazing.
and they
Amazing.
made great horsepower, and a lot of people are actually taking these engines and putting them in Probes and MX6s because they took the base of the KLDE motor and they revised the heads and came up with a fantastic intake flow design.
So
Well,
And the
yeah,
heads
that was
for
all
it,
done
and
by
that-
Yamaha.
Correct.
Yeah. But the reason these didn't do well in the United States was because not like they did great with the motor and all that, but the interior
Wait,
was
whoa,
the interior was too
Yeah, that was only
European.
45,000 miles
Is
done
that-
on this car.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
So the interior is too European, like UK European. The body styling.
Well,
was
European
too,
because it's left-hand drive.
yeah,
It
but
was-
the body style was
body-
the Econo box.
Yeah,
that
but
nobody
and it
wanted.
didn't seem too exciting. But if you were over in the United Kingdom, that was
or anywhere in Central Europe. Like I said,
like
this-
that was a Mondeo.
like I
What
said,
was the Mercury? Didn't Mercury have one?
Mystique.
too? The
Mystique.
but like I said, this car
But they
right
did
here.
not have an SVT
They did
version.
not.
Like I said, this car right here was a Ford Mondeo ST, and this being a left-hand drive car, the only changes they made from
Was
this
literally
car to the European car
Change the dashboard.
was instrument cluster read in miles per hour instead of kilometers. It had U.S. safety tested glass.
They were front wheel drive there too.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Also,
it had U.S. emissions
oh,
on it.
you're
And-
right.
and
Like
you're
this- like
right.
this-
But
car-
left-hand drive versus right-hand.
Well, Central Europe is left-hand drive like we are.
23 grand, huh?
brand new, yeah.
That's some money right there, though.
But it
Okay,
was one of those. If
but-
you bought
It was an
that,
SVT.
if you bought that, and you bought that brand new, what did you get, Brian? When you bought it,
I forgot.
you got to go to the SVT driving school.
You did.
So you bought this car. Ford would give you like a voucher or whatever.
And not for nothing, a really good looking.
Literally,
Yeah,
fly you out to whatever place.
I think it was the
closest.
Bondurant school.
Yeah.
I think it was the Bondurant school
We'll
they were
send
sending
you
to.
out there, and they would. So with the price of your car, like it was included, Ford itself would fly you out to the school,
Bondurant Performance Driving
and
School.
you would do 2 days there.
Because at the
with-
time, Bondurant was sponsored by Ford, and they had Mustangs and various other cars, Ford products that they were using for
and
their...
you would go do
for their
driving
HPD.
classes,
Yeah.
braking, quarter mile, road
Road course,
courses,
wet classes.
autocrosses, all that stuff.
Somebody got their
You would
original
do that.
radio in that too.
Yeah, this car is unmodified. So, what we have here is a 2000 Ford Contour SVT, 45,700 miles, 5-speed manual transmission, 200 horsepower V6, 2 owners, and it is unmodified.
Mike, your price is actually very close to what I would say it would be. I was gonna go 8 grand. He's at 75. Well, what
So-
is that 70? Yeah,
78.
78. I was
So
gonna
yeah,
go
like I
8
said, so
grand.
it's got a clean Illinois title. It is located in Illinois, and obviously it has seen a little bit of salt here and there.
Yeah, but it's one of those. This is SVT's most slept on vehicle. The only thing is, just like the V8 SHOs of the same time period, it is very hard to find parts for it in the United States. But if you're willing to pay a little bit
This
extra, if
and the
you're
car-
paying willing to pay a little bit extra, you're able to get the Mondeo ST parts and ship them over. But you're going to pay more.
You're gonna have a tax on those,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like the Taurus SHO that had the Yamaha V6 and then the Yamaha V8.
Well, the V8 you can't find shit for anymore.
Like I said, we personally know a guy who is a retired Ford parts guy. He was a parts
Howard.
Howard. He was
Lives right down the road.
he was the parts shop manager for our local Ford dealership.
The reason
and if
he
you could-
sold his is you couldn't find shit anymore.
he had 2 or 3 of these things, and he really
I
liked those
loved them.
cars.
Loved them.
He really had a ball with those cars, but even him, as a Ford parts guy, could not find parts for that car, and he had to let him go. So
But at least these ones
the
you could
Carfax,
find,
like I said,
so.
it comes with both keys, owner's manuals, service manuals, and all kinds of service stuff. Obviously, like I said, there's some paint scrapes on the car.
Yeah.
There's
they're
surface
dang-
rust. There's a little bit of rust in the pinch welds. Like, this is not a perfect example of this
No, but
car, even with the low miles.
They're good cars and they are reliable. They
But
really are.
like I said, it's an unmolested low mile version of one of these
And
cars
you don't see that.
that's
often.
lived in the real world for a while. So
No, it still has its actual wheels.
it does.
I'm 5K.
You're 5.
And like I said,
I'm
so
8. I'm 8.
there's a slight gap in the Carfax reporting, but none of the Carfax reports show a mileage deviation or any accidents or anything like that.
It's low miles for that thing, but still with the condition, I'm at 5K.
So yeah, like I said, scuffs on the front lip and spoiler, scratches and blemishes, pictures from the gallery, and there's a lot of pictures of the exterior of this car. Not a lot of pictures of the engine bay, and unfortunately, not as many pictures of the underside that I would like to have seen. But just seeing what I saw,
Yeah.
probably other pictures are a repeat of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, tires show a 2009 date codes on the tires. So this car, obviously, with the mileage and everything, you can tell it wasn't driven a lot, but it also wasn't fully pampered either. But then cars, for European Fords from this era, they did have rust problems and corrosion, kind of like 80s and 90s Japanese cars. So, but obviously that dash separating and pulling up like that's a big one.
We're sitting outside.
Yeah, but that's a
That's a lot of sun damage
yeah,
right there.
that's the fourth thing.
It is. But, last services were shown as May of 2022, the new battery and oil and filter replaced. Does come with 2 keys and fobs, the owner's manual, window sticker, and all of that sort of stuff. And this current owner's had the car since 2002, so he bought it from the original owner.
Okay, so it's not a normally when we see these it's like a
They're 6th and 7th owners, and
well
Right.
or even that it's like a 8 month. They've only owned it for 8 months and they're
yeah,
just
that's
turning
not
around.
it's not
Yeah.
a flipper. It's not a flipper special or anything like that. So,
This is the second owner that.
so even
I-
though it wasn't
for
pampered,
a
it
long
obviously
time.
it was owned by 2 people who actually dug the car. So
Yeah.
there's that.
or at least the second person loved the car so much.
Mike was at 78.
I'm at 8.
I'm
I'm
at
at
5.
$7,000.
No, it would
No,
be
that'd be
without going over. It was you.
without going over, yeah.
Well, yeah, price right rule.
Yeah, Price is Right
Fair
rule.
enough.
It was you, but like I said, I mean, when it comes out to the numbers, Mike was the closest.
He was.
But like I said,
Huh.
there was a couple other interesting cars, but as soon as I popped on this, I was like, holy crap! I
No,
don't remember
but
the last time
that-
I saw one of these come up for sale.
That's a really good deal.
That is.
That's one of the cars like I would want one. Like I've always
Same
wanted
here.
one.
Yeah, one of the other cars that I looked at,
Those
like
motors are
there's
so
a
damn
there's a
good.
2022 DF Goblin kit car.
So, okay, is it still for sale?
No,
right
it's
now?
a completed one, and
Oh, it
it-
did?
the hell?
So I saw
And-
that. No, I went to their website. I was so curious about that. It's a Cobalt powered.
Wait a minute, no, this is a current auction. Let me see, where's
Oh,
it
it's
at?
still current?
I think. No, it's excuse me. It sold for $9,300 on the 13th.
So it's a Cobalt based go kart car. And
So it's a slingshot.
No.
No.
No, slingshots are three-wheeled abominations.
But the thing is,
but they're powered by cobalt motors.
if you go to their website, you can get.
Oh dang. Okay.
They have donor cars. They will sell you the chassis and a Cobalt with instructions to merge them.
On how to build your car.
And you can even get like the supercharged or the turbocharged Cobalt. Like I kitted one out, like all crazy said and done with the turbocharged Cobalt motor, all the equipment and everything. 16 grand.
Oh.
And like I said, that's a car that, I mean, you throw some 200 treadwear tires on it if you wanted to be on a DOT class car.
And
you could literally take this little thing right here on some 200 treadwear tires, go to a track day, and you could absolutely hurt their feelings with
and
it.
if you pick
But
like
damn,
the NA Cobalt.
I almost chose that.
Oh, I saw that one too.
Look at that beautiful square body.
If you get the Goblin with the naturally aspirated Cobalt motor and manual transmission, you're looking at like 12 grand.
I mean, the kind of fun you can have with a car like that for 12 grand.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that is that is.
And the fact that the
hard
company even says, "Hey, we'll give you a donor Cobalt so you can put it together. You don't have to source anything. They give you everything to do it." And then you scrap the Cobalt when you're done and get $300 back.
$400, yeah. So anyway, speaking, I talked about the Tesla thing or the Tesla Cybertruck earlier, and
They have a Cyber Beast, I think.
so we had a friend of mine, the gentleman that owns all the other weird cars that I've driven. He actually had a reservation.
Yeah.
He had a reservation on a Cybertruck. Now, he didn't really get it because he was like really vibing or into the Cybertruck thing, even though he loves his Model S. He was basically getting it because he was going to flip it, because he is a wheeler dealer.
Right.
And so he told me he had a reservation. I told him, you might want to rethink that. And this was 3 or 4 months ago, or a couple months ago. And I was telling him, I was like, the time to make money on these things is just about to pass. I said, right now you're probably lucky to get 10 over sticker for them, but for the next couple of weeks to a month, they'll be hitting MSRP or below.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
I saw this today when I was looking for the auction car on Cars and Bids.
Is that the Cyber
2024 Cybertruck Foundation
Beast?
Series.
Oh, the Foundation.
90 miles, 600 horsepower dual motor, sold for 93.
It's already begun.
Isn't that
It's already begun.
over 100?
Yeah, these were over. Yeah, that one was over 100.
All right. Well,
So that one's like I said, that's a foundation edition with the all-wheel drive dual motor, like one of the not quite Cyber Beast, but still like a Billy Badass, high dollar. That one was like 110.
Yeah.
So this thing here is already dropping below MSRP.
Yeah,
so like I said, luckily he did cancel his reservation on
Good.
that one, because like I said, he was going to buy it, probably drive it for a couple of weeks, and immediately put it up for sale and try to profit off of it, which I don't blame him. But yeah, he